Oh, she might not hear me. Hang on a second.
This service is provided in high definition by freeconferencecallhd.com. There is one other participant in the conference. Please
Okay.
announce yourself.
All right. So Randa, can you say anything now?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I didn't have my situation set up. All right. So how
It
you
was just
doing?
music playing. I'm good.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. So go ahead and let us know what's going on. What are we missing?
Yeah, so basically, it's what you said. It really stemmed from the car situation.
Hmm.
And they ended up going to court. Sylvia and her husband won because he never came back to court. So
Hmm.
while they was in mediation, the phone died. They went back to court. He was supposed to come back. He never showed back up. And literally the judge waited on him for a good 30 minutes before he heard Sylvia and her husband's case.
Hmm.
And then he awarded them the civil case. So when she tried to, I think maybe a couple months after, or about 2 months after, he tried to do an appeal, and it prolonged the process again because now it's in an appeal process, which got denied because it was the
Hmm.
same judge that was on the first one that knew, because he tried to say the judge lied, right? He tried to say the judge lied and that he was there and all this other stuff. And the judge was like, I was the one who was there. I know I waited on you 30 minutes. You never showed up. They're going to win the case. Like they won. So he kept appealing, and I think the last one was recently. While this current case is pending, but him, we've been going back and forth since 2020. Him and Dubowski probably 2019, and it's just been a back and forth thing because all he does is lie on the internet. So it was more of us always going back and forth to where Sylvia had the two charges on her, and it ended up being seven because he was like taking my videos and Dubowski's videos, and like, oh, they're only attacking me for her, like that. That's how he put it to the prosecutors. So they're only seeing one side, which is his side. You would think he's the victim because he's like, oh, she's stalking me, she's doing this, she's doing that, but in reality, he's doing that to her. Everything he says that's happening to him is stuff that he was doing to her. And it's not just me and Dubowski or her. It's a lot of other people, content creators, that he was going at it with, like a lot. So it was only Sylvia is the only one that's there with him that he was going back and forth with, that was willing to take him back and forth to court. So every time they went to court, it literally was, this is stupid what y'all coming to court for. Y'all going back and forth on the internet. Just leave each other alone. So she would leave him alone, but as soon as court was over with, he would go live and talk about her and the case, and oh, the judge, like as if the judge ruled in his favor, right? So it was kind of like that up until I think in 2022 she tried to get criminal charges on him. I can't remember what it's for. It's on the documents. If you pulled up any paperwork from 2022, she tried to do a criminal, like get criminal charges on him and do a criminal arrest or whatever, and it never went through because he went to court lying. And so again, it made it look like they were going back and forth, but she wasn't going back and forth with him. It was me and him going back and forth, or him and Dubowski or some other content creators. But he was trying to say the reason that these people were attacking him was for her. And so the judge looked at it like y'all doing a tit for tat. So no, I'm not gonna approve this, get this out my court, blah 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 blah. And so it was just an ongoing thing. Every time he went to court, he would make up some stuff to make it look like everybody was doing it for her, like as if she was telling people to do it, and that wasn't the case. And so, like I said, videos that he has or whatever is videos that he's taken from our pages or whatever, but he doesn't show like his threats, like him showing guns, him threatening kids, him, it's just a back and forth.
Wait,
But
what?
really,
Showing
yes,
guns,
yes.
threatening kids.
Oh, I have all those videos, all of them, right? So he won't tell people what he was doing on the internet. He's just, oh, they're doing this to me and they're doing that to me. Well, like you said earlier, the reason the AirTag was on there was because she was trying to get the money for her vehicle. Of course, keep track of her vehicle, but also if something happened, she know where you at. She got right. So there's a video that he was playing where he was like, they took the tags off the vehicle. Well, Sylvia went to the DMV and they told her when she gave that car to him to make payments on, she should have removed her tags off the vehicle. Because he was supposed to register, they were supposed to take it off, unregistered in their name, and he was supposed to go ahead and register the vehicle in his name and put his own insurance on it. So when now mind you, the first time she went, she took police officers with her to his job. And they were like, this is a civil case, da 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 da. And so she couldn't get her vehicle right then and there. So then he went live, maybe a couple months down the line, and he was at a barbershop and he was saying his location, where he was at. He was like, y'all come down to the barbershop, blah, 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 blah. So it just so happened someone was in that area with him and ended up getting the tags off the vehicle for Sylvia, right? So when that happened, they ended up, I guess the person who did it ended up taking a picture and sent it to another content creator. And the content creator posted about it and said, Sylvia finally got her tags off the vehicle, da 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 da. Then he went.
It felt like I tried hundreds of meal prep solutions before I found Factor. Let's be real, Factor's menu is way healthier than the competition.
It is. He damaged the vehicle. Like he damaged the vehicle and tried to say she did it, because he tried to say that she was the one who took the tags off the car and that her and her daughter damaged the vehicle.
To the lie,
so he went and put a police report in, lying to the police saying that it was damaged, but he was the one who damaged it. And prior to him calling the police, he went live showing the vehicle. Nothing was wrong with the vehicle. You can see it in the video. Nothing's wrong with the vehicle. But he had his guns on top of the car threatening her, talking about he was going to go to the end of her street and wait on her to pop out her house, and he was going to kill her. Like, that happened before he went and made the police report. And this is all on live. Like, this is on video. And the people that he was on live with was telling him to stop. Like, just shut up. Like, get the guns off the camera. Like, stop saying that. Don't be saying that. So that's why I said it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's just all the threats. Like, he tries to make himself look like a victim. Oh, they got me fired from my job. He was on that very same job he got fired from. He was on the job threatening these dudes. Like, it was dudes he was threatening, including Sylvia, about how he was going to blow their brains out and he was going to show up to their house, and he was putting their addresses out and everything. So what do you think the people did? They knew he worked for the apartment complex. So they contacted the people at the apartment complex, and that's how he got fired. But he wants to blame it. He first blamed it on the other guys that were content creators. Then he blamed it on Sylvia and me. Then he blamed it. I mean, it just goes on. Like, the blame is whoever he's beefing with. It always happens. The blame is whoever he's beefing with. So with him and Dennis, going back to him and Dennis, Sylvia and Dennis, they've been cool for a couple years now. And so they were cool, whatever. And I can't remember how it started, but Dana was mad about something that Dennis was saying or whatever he was doing. So he went live and made videos. So him and Dennis was going back and forth at one point. I think this is probably maybe in 2022, they were going back and forth at one point, to where it was like, when I seen it, they was cool. I'm like, why are you doing that when you know how he is? You originally knew how he was because of how he was attacking Dennis then. Like, he was like going at Dennis, making threats to Dennis about what he was going to do to Dennis. So it just added on to the list. And it's like, what like, you're trying to play the victim in 2025 for what? So it has to stem from a lot of threats. And that's what he does. And he puts people's addresses on the internet. He puts people's kids on the internet. He'll say he only did it because somebody did it to him, but he's the originator. Like, he actually does it first, because when he gets mad, he crashes out. And when he crashes out, he don't care about him posting kids, people addresses or nothing. And then when somebody does it to him, which, him and Debosky was going back and forth with that, he ended up posting Debosky kids, Debosky ended up posting his. So it was a back and forth type thing. But he'll say Debosky posted his kids, and he only posted Debosky kids because Debosky posted his. But you had a timeline. You get what I'm saying? So his timeline, he'll say everything happened. Everybody did it to him first, and he's only retaliating. But that's not true. And there's a lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of content creators he has beef with, and that he has done that too.
Wow. That's a lot.
So that's why we here.
That's a lot. And so this is crazy because it's been this is 5 years old.
It is. It really is. That's why I kind of fell back, because I'm just like, sometimes this stuff gets draining to the point where it's like no use in going back and forth with dude. Like, you gotta, the energy, it just drains you. And I'm like, you know what? It's no use, because I've pointed out your lies. I've said this about you. I've done this. And he will keep going because he feeds off of that type of negative energy.
Wow.
Like, he just keeps going.
Wow. So like I said, this is for some people, stuff like this is their content. So, because like this is why everybody don't have no business on YouTube, because if this kind of stuff does not happen, then they have nothing to do. You know what I mean? This is crazy. This is crazy.
And he has 3 other channels. See, when y'all first came on and he got into the Nestle stuff, the reason why he came over there to y'all sector was because he seen that y'all was beefing with Sylvia, right? So he seen that, he's like, I'm jumping on that bandwagon. So he thought that people would just see one of his channels. This dude has like 3 other channels, and those 3, and he's, some of those videos are gone, but he has posted nasty stuff on his. This dude said I was gang raped in the military by Afghanistan, and that I got out the military because I ended up in a mental institution because I was gang raped, which is absolutely not true. I literally retired from the military. So I'm like, what? Like, where do you come up with these stories at? And then he would post my face on like military bodies and put it on his community wall, like as if it was me.
Wow. That's crazy.
So he does. If you can see some of the videos he does, it is disgusting. Like it literally, like, sometimes you don't even want to go back and forth with you, because it's just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I would never get into a back and forth with it's not beneficial. Like when people like when they literally don't have, they're not known for content creation, they are known just for shit like that. It's not worth it. It's better to just play them dust. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that's why I say where y'all coming in at, it's kind of like the 2023, 24 stuff, but it goes deeper beyond that, because it was a lot more going on. It's just that people at this point, a lot of people are just tired of like trying to like bring it up and say, y'all don't even realize how much stuff this dude has done. But now he's trying to play the victim in 23, 24, 25. Like, you're not a victim. And what I said in your chat earlier about the AirTag, he had been talking about bugging Sylvia's house back in 22, 20. I think that's why Sylvia ended up trying to do criminal charges on him in 22. But he had been talking about bugging her house. He had been talking about AirTags prior to Dennis even saying anything to him, which I have proven. I can email it to you. He posted up in October of 23. He posted up in October of 23 to Debosky and Sylvia, talking about, y'all want to play AirTag games? Let's play AirTag games, right? But Dennis never said nothing to him until January. You know what I'm saying? And if you have if you have the documents now and you've seen Dennis's statement, Dennis does not have a 4-page. He said the other day, Dennis has a 4-page statement on Sylvia. That's not true. It's only 1 page. And if you look at the dates on there, it's not even 2023 dates. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of stuff people don't know. And that's why the case is happening the way it's happening, is because they only had, when they first got this case, it was only one side. They had no other side. They didn't know what Sylvia's side was or any other person that he involved. But they now have other stuff to be like, whoa. You were saying this and saying that, and now we're getting different information, and they're seeing it for themselves. because I have police reports on him for harassing my son. Even my newborn daughter. He was like, put my newborn
What?
daughter on the internet. Yes. He
Your
put my
you
newborn daughter on the internet.
wait. Your baby?
Yes, my baby. When my dad passed away, he put my dad's my dad passed away from lung cancer. He put my dad's
I'm sorry to
obituary
hear
up
that.
and was talking about my dad had AIDS or HIV and all this nasty stuff about my dad who had already passed and we had just buried him. So that's why I said, like, stuff like that. I've given certain stuff to the DA. You know what I'm saying? So him putting addresses up, he was going on the internet putting Sylvia address up since 2020, telling people to, like, he was going to her house, he's going to do this. He was even giving the address out to tell other people to go do something, like pull up to our homes. And you know what I'm saying? I have videos of them saying what they was going to do. So it's like, dude, like, don't play the victim and act like you wasn't doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was doing a lot.
Wow.
So you were talking about air tags. Don't act like you didn't say air tags way before Dennis came along, because that's not true. You know what I'm saying? You were talking about it. You were playing these games. You were taking pictures of people's vehicles. That is not going to even come back to Sylvia because she was nowhere around you. Like, the car wouldn't even register to anyone in her family. But he posted this on YouTube, on his community wall, acting as if he had that, or he had Ring videos and stuff like that. And it's like, one time he said somebody drove by his house and that it was me, Sylvia, her daughter, and another woman that lives in South Carolina. But at the time that it was happening, I was in Alabama. The lady was in South Carolina, and it wasn't even Sylvia in Dallas. It was another content creator who had somebody else drive by his house because he was posting the content creator's address.
Wow.
But he said, yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of stuff. And that's why I'm like, don't sit here and try to throw it. Now, I had warned Dennis a long time ago. That dude is a friend.
Hang on one second,
like,
Randa. 773, I see you. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to give you the mic in 1 second, okay? Yeah, all right. Okay, I guess is that you, Dubowski?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. I didn't know who it was.
I'm gonna let him go ahead and talk, but I did just want to give you a quick rundown of everything because the votes is gonna probably fill in more stuff that deals with him. But I just kind of wanted to answer some of your questions that you was asking on the screen when I was in your chat because it was easier to just tell you than type it.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Nala, for letting me
No
on.
problem.
All right.
Bye, baby. Dubowski?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? You sound like you smoking a blunt.
No, I ain't been smoking for about 3 days now.
Okay. All right. What is your take on it? Since your name is in the paperwork.
I feel that you got a lot of nerve to make as many threats that you done made. Tell me what you gonna do. Tell me how scared I am of you. Tell me I'm a rat and all of this stuff. And then you gonna put me in the police report. You play phone calls where you talking to federal agents and you telling the federal agents you've been making police reports on me since 2019. I met this man twice in passing. I seen him once getting on the court elevator. I seen him another time when I was in New York eating at a restaurant. I really don't know him like that. He first started attacking me with Sylvia. He claimed that
What do you
Sylvia gave
mean?
him all my... Huh?
What do you mean? He first started attacking you with her. What do you mean when you say that?
When R. Kelly, before he got arrested, he was down in Chicago.
I'm on TripAdvisor and I'm looking for a hotel room that matches my vibe. I need somewhere pet friendly, housekeeping and bar on site. I can easily filter by all these extra amenities. Okay, perfect. All you need to do is head to TripAdvisor and type in wherever you're
about it and try to cover the situation as best I could by me not being there. So by me giving my opinion on a situation that I wasn't there for, they're going to have their opinion in response to whatever I'm saying. So me and Sylvia was on the opposite sides of the argument because she was down there and I was saying there was questionable activity happening down there when she was down there. So next thing I know, Dana gets to posting my information and things of this nature, which he later said that he got from Sylvia. So for a long time, I was going back and forth against Dana and Sylvia. They was a team. And he posted my house, the inside of the house before we bought it. He posted the outside of the house. He read our VIN numbers to every car that we ever owned. He called my baby mother repeatedly at work. He made a claim that we adopted a minor for sex. I have 3 kids. I wouldn't adopt a kid at all. Me adopting somebody else's kid, that's just not something that I'm gonna do. I got a hard enough time with the kids that I have. But he made this elaborate story. When he made this story, he proceeded to contact my kid's mom at work repeatedly to the point that she had to change her number. I did put his kid head on a water gun. In return, he put my kids in a herpes vagina. It's been tit for tat. I don't look at myself as a victim. I have never made a police report about his conduct. I always felt that we would handle this like men.
Really?
When I had the opportunity to be in his presence, before being in his presence, he had already squashed any beef that he had with me. But when I was on Choke No Joke channel and I was asked questions about prior conduct, which would lead to me getting into it with him and Sylvia, I told the truth. And he go back into doing what he's been doing. These police reports that he has on Sylvia, I have copies of his police reports that he sent me. And these same police reports, it started out with a guy named DJ in Opinionated News, because Opinionated News sent his brother to Dana J house. Dana J has since then took that same police report, took out Opinionated News and DJ, and put in Sylvia, Randa, and me. I was arrested by the federal government as the quote-unquote R. Kelly superfan who threatened federal prosecutors. But as you can see, I'm on the phone with you, free. My case was fully dismissed. I'm in the process of trying to sustain a federal lawsuit about that. Dana J. Parades himself is R. Kelly's mentee. He says R. Kelly put him through college as something like his dad, but he worked it with the same agents on R. Kelly case, giving them false or misleading information that led to me getting arrested, being on house arrest 11 months, having all of my devices searched, all my kids' devices searched, and they couldn't sustain the charge. While I was on house arrest, probably my second court date, they was like, yeah, Mr. Gunn, we would like to violate your house arrest and bring you into custody in New York. I live in Chicago. And I was asking, what did I do? You know, I'm on house arrest. I don't have electronics. I got a flip phone from Walmart that I'm putting minutes on. I'm doing everything y'all told me to. And they proceeded to give me a recording. And that recording was Randa and Dana J talking with each other on the phone call. You want to hear that phone call?
Sure. Sure. Shout out to a lady 747. Thank you for the super chat.
You got his address?
Okay, let me throw this back.
He said no clean hands. Gotcha.
You got his address? No. Oh. I gotta get the bossy address. I thought Larry gave it to you. I forgot to say some shit. I get it. Yeah, that's hilarious. I gave it to you already.
Here come the
What is
boom.
the work address he gave?
Can you turn it up? Can you make it a little bit louder?
This is hard to find.
Make it loud. Is that it?
Well, he ain't got none of his name.
Hang on, Dubowski, 1 second. For the audience, can you clarify what this call is, who's on the phone, what this conversation is about?
This call is Dana J talking to Randa. Randa recorded him. He's on the call saying that he's looking for my address. He got to get my address. He want to catch me on YouTube Live and blow my head off. But the federal government is telling the judge that this is me on this phone call and that I'm making threats while I'm on house arrest.
That's lies.
Federal house arrest.
That's lies.
When come to find out, in the end, it was not even me. It was Dana J actually threatening me.
That's all lies.
Okay, go ahead and let it play then.
But like Nala, you know, she didn't recruit. She want to hear it without doing the true content. But let's go, because I want to hear it again too.
This is hard to find. Well, he ain't got nothing in his name. Lord. Catch you on the live.
It's muffled. She
Now,
hear the real shit.
He ain't put that in his police report. In his police report, he a victim.
Mm.
And I know he listening to this because he playing you on this channel right now. And I just want to
You know
tell
I'm
him,
watching it.
man to man.
You know,
Oh, he's playing me on my.
old lady locked.
You know
Okay.
I'm watching it.
Go ahead.
You got that old lady locked up down there in Fulton County.
Oh,
We
okay.
all hear about Fulton County and the people that die in that county jail. You got that senior citizen locked up for 2 weeks, and you went around here proud about it. You get on the internet cocking guns, telling people what you're going to do to them, and then you go down to the police station. The reason why I'm in Sylvia police report, look at what he put in there. It's a screenshot from my community wall on YouTube where I said, niggas up early at the police station. And where was you at, Dana? At the police station. How do I know you was at the police station? Sylvia didn't give me no tracking information. You told another YouTube blogger that he can meet you on 85 and something in Atlanta. Then you turn your camera to the post office across the street. Anybody use Google and look in Fulton County for post offices, it's only 2. And if you look at the post office you was at, because you clearly showed it with the brown bricks across the street, the viaduct you was going into was the police station. So while you were making threats on the internet, you're literally walking in the police station door. I said that because I Googled it and seen where you was at, and you went in there and put me in the police report like Sylvia gave me your information. You came on the scene with Sylvia. You chased down R. Kelly with Sylvia. Sylvia brought you food.
Niggas
I'm
be
still
lying.
curious to find out, how did Homeland Security raid your house, take your electronics, and never charge you with a crime?
This nigga bad because I don't do shit.
How did Homeland Security come in your house, take your electronics, and never gave it back? But I know, you know, when you started that defense fund for R. Kelly, that he never received no money out of, that began with your PayPal information before you handed it over to his lawyers, who knows what type of trouble you was in? Homeland Security ain't knock on your door for no reason, but we all know the reason why you didn't go to jail. Because you probably wanted to be individual one in my case that gave manufactured screen recorded video along with others to the federal government, and I'm still walking the street. You wanted me in jail, and R. Kelly got 10 extra years from what you and others did trying to create this so-called R. Kelly criminal terrorist network. Now it done went from R. Kelly criminal network, a terrorist network, to these people are stalking you. Why would somebody be stalking you, Dana?
Unmuted.
Your mouth, that mouth that you love to run, could it be after all the tough talk you've been talking? See, the good thing that you fail to realize is if somebody like me or someone that I know was to put a tracker on your car, you'll get found at a red light. You'll get found at a red light. Sylvia putting a tracker on your car could have never involved in me. Because if I knew where you was being tracked at and where you was going, you would have been found at a red light. I'm really frustrated with being in the police report with someone you claim gave you my information to stalk and harass my family, and then you flip it and go down there to the police station and play victim. Anything you ever said I said about you or your family, you have did and said about mine. The difference between me and you is I ain't never went to the police to make no police report about anything you did. You roll in the mud, I'ma roll in the mud. But you, as soon as the shoe on the other foot,
I don't care who tell it.
The only reason you got a car from Sylvia is what? Using R. Kelly name. The only reason you able to travel any place is why? You beg R. Kelly supporters. You came on the scene on YouTube riding the mega bus to Chicago to chase R. Kelly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got a whole son you ain't seen in over 10 years. You ain't go chase him? You done made all these threats about what you gonna do to me. I can't leave the state. You can go to Diddy trial, but you can't come to Chicago. You had to fly over Chicago to get to New York. You could have got off the plane in O'Hare. All this ring around the rosy court stuff you do, you get off on that. You come in the court on Sylvia when it ain't even. That catch a case, the victim don't have to come into his trial. You come every court day faithfully on some misdemeanor shit. This a misdemeanor. Sylvia could plead guilty and still won't even go to jail. But you riding her back on this. But at the same time, you the gorilla. You from Baltimore. Y'all put people in walls. But you ain't down there at the courthouse being that gorilla from Baltimore that put people in walls. You that man down there pointing out DeBoski. Yeah, DeBoski, he know where I'm at. I think he put the tracker. If I put a tracker on your car, you would have been at a light. Oh, well, you found my car. You found my car. You know I stay on King Drive in Atlanta. You found my car. You the month that want to go down there and stand up all around Donald Trump people. You don't know who I sent down there. You don't know who I sent down there. You the one running behind Donald Trump people that got indicted down there, standing all in front of the camera after you've been making threats to people, after you've been disrespecting people's family. You don't know who I know. You don't know who I know. But you so paranoid from your own actions that you will go and make a police report and try to cover everybody that you think will squash you like the roach that you is. All this shit people run around here saying about Sylvia, don't leave Dana out. They came together. They came together. I don't know about where else they been, but they came here to Chicago, chasing down R. Kelly, chasing down the Sprinter, chasing all through the gym. She was your best buddy then. She was your best buddy then. She gave you a car out the kindness of her heart. But now all of a sudden, she a creep. She did this to her daughter. She scamming, all this stuff. But you was right along with her. You was right along with her.
Hang on a second, DeBoski. Okay, so someone else has entered the call. I'm gonna mute you for a second, 404, and I'm gonna open up the line in 1 second when DeBoski's done. Okay, 404, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that you, Dana?
Oh, you already know who it is. I'm with the smoke. So let me finish.
Okay, so go ahead, DeBoski.
And the last thing I'm going to say before I get up out of here, because this is an informant, anything I say with a person like this, and it will be used against me. All I'm going to tell you is this. I can't leave the state of Illinois. I'm on pretrial service. You know where I'm at. You post my house inside and out. I dare you to step foot in Illinois. I dare you. You can go to Diddy, but you can't come to me. Anything I said about you, your family, or anything else is the same shit you did to me. But you crying about it like a little bitty bitch. You all down there in the courthouse calling somebody a rat, but you ready to testify. Dennis played you like a hoe. Dennis played you like a hoe. Played you like a hoe. Since you've been on the internet, you've been anybody's hoe for some views. For some views. You've been a bitch. You been a
Ooh.
bitch. Riding R. Kelly
Ooh.
dick because you can't stand on your own feet as a man.
Ooh.
Tell me this.
Ooh.
When you was running after Diddy, was you thinking about your son you ain't seen in over a decade?
Ooh.
No, you wasn't. You wasn't. But every time I send your son some money, you mad. Every time I send your son some money, you mad. Why you mad?
Keep going.
Why you mad?
Keep
You ain't
going.
never sent my son shit. But I send
Keep
your
going.
son
Fuck your
money
son.
every birthday. Every birthday. That's my son. That's my
Okay.
son.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, now go
You're right.
ahead and paint yourself as the tough guy, but you're going to be down there in court to testify in a couple months.
No, no,
Because you a bitch.
No. A lie don't care who tell it. So now you want me to
Go ahead.
while I grace your platform, you want me to tell the truth about what's going on?
Okay, yeah.
Because
Let me ask a question.
I've seen.
Let me ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
just in trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, right? It looks to me, based on what I'm reading in the paperwork from the very beginning and going forward, that there was indeed an AirTag that was placed in a car, but the car that the AirTag was placed in was the car that you were financing from the Tumasemis, right? And the current case is about a new AirTag, an AirTag being put in your new car. Is that right?
Say it again. Say it again because you're breaking up. So go ahead.
Oh, I'm breaking up. Okay, my bad. So is the AirTag in question about a new car, a newer car, outside of the one that you were financing from them?
Well, here's the thing. I would have to say yes, because on the car that I was, getting from them because they couldn't pay for it, and they asked me, can I help them out with that? So here's the thing.
So they asked you to help you out, to help out.
Yeah.
So what I read from Ronald was that you needed a car and he didn't want to do business with you, but Sylvia pushed for you guys to do business. Is that right?
So you didn't see my live? Because my live yesterday, I put all of the text messages in between me and Ronald out there.
I didn't know.
And that's what I mean when I say y'all get one side of the story, y'all don't know what's going on, and y'all want to run with it. I was just going to sit back and chill. But you ain't going to get on the internet and lie on me, and you ain't going to get on the internet and play tough on me when I met you in New York, Daboski, and you damn near pissed on yourself, nigga. So my thing is, I let it go because he was like, "No, man," but that was internet shit. But okay, I'll get to that later. The important part is everybody talking about I did this, I did that. Anything I did was in retaliation of what was done to me. Randa gave Daboski all of my family pictures from off of Facebook and everything. So when he put it out there, I responded. I went in front of a judge for all the lies and shit that they said. Not one, but two. And matter of fact, both of them was like, y'all just leave each other alone. I left everything alone. But you ain't going to tell me, that you live in Conyers. I live in Riverdale. You can come and find me, and I'm not even findable like that. You can come and find me if there wasn't no track on the car. My thing is this. I got a lot of shit to get off my chest. And I'm just letting people talk. Because this is far from over. At the end of the day, but this whole thing, and with Sylvia, is just the tip of the iceberg.
So
this is just the tip of the iceberg.
So
Y'all ain't see shit yet.
It's beyond the AirTag situation, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
So like, when you say that what do you mean? Like, what's happening? What's going on?
Well, I ain't going to talk too much. I'm just going to say this: Randa need to lawyer up because they females, and she talking about, oh, I did this. I put their kids out there. No. They put my kids out there first. and I just returned the favor. And then even with that, I never said anything negative about her kid. She's mad because we know that she don't have a daughter. I don't give a fuck about that. That's between her coochie, and whoever she thinks her daughter is. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about her. The problem is, don't jump the platform to platform line on me. And my thing is this, contrary to what anybody that supports you think or say, they got to know the facts. And the facts of the matter is this, a crime was committed. I could have easily said, I'm not going to take this the legal way. Let's do this the street way. And we wouldn't be talking about Dennis, Sylvia, and Dubosky, or none of them. Y'all probably would have been reading about me. And then the first thing y'all would have said was, this is internet. Matter of fact, it ain't had to go like that. But I took it the legal way, and now I'm a rat. Now I'm this. But this nigga, as soon as I broke the story that he got his release from the feds, and because he snitched on the traveling vice lords, he hauled down to a police station. Not that. And he got me in 2 federal jurisdictions of paperwork lying. Man, ain't nobody worried about that sucker duck ass nigga. I said what I said. When Dubosky came on my page yesterday, I said, yo, I ain't gonna do this internet back and forth, but when I see you, please stand on everything you say. That's it. I don't give a fuck who around you. Stand on that shit, because I'm gonna stand on everything I said when it comes to you.
So, Dana, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Oh, so now I'm lying, Dubosky? Just go look at my live, yo. I clearly addressed your ass and you walked out that bitch humbly, nigga. And you already know what it is with me. I'm not none of them other niggas, but I had you trapped in front of the goddamn federal court building and you were scared to come across the street. I'm not none of them. And I invited you, but I said, I'll pay for you to come down here to Georgia. Every time you lied and said, oh, yo, I'm on my way to Georgia, didn't I go to the airport and to meet you? And you never showed up? And then you filed a police report saying I'm stalking? And you had your white bitch file a fucking and report on me? Let's go. Devolutions, I ain't worried about views, baby. I'm me. I'm made. Self-made. So at the end of the day, remember this, Dubosky? You put 1K on my head, right? Then you turned around and said, no. You, Randa, and Sylvia put 3K on my head, right? Okay.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So when I see you, please, so when I see you, Dubosky, please collect your 4K. Please. Because I'm coming to collect mine.
What do you mean somebody got money on your head? What does that mean?
See what I'm saying? And you let motherfuckers get on your platform and lie to you, Nala.
Okay, so
let's keep that shit above. And while I'm live, after I hang up.
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on Wix.
Hey, we're How Ridiculous, 3 childhood friends and digital content creators.
So hold on, dear. So here's what happens over here. Just like you can say whatever you want to say, they can say whatever they want to say,
and that's fine.
But I do have a question.
After you cut me off a lot more than you cut them off, but that's okay.
I'm asking you because I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. So, like, what did I cut you off from?
No, go ahead and finish. Hey, Briasia, nah, baby, I ain't tough. And the thing about it was, let's get this straight. I was paying for the car. I'm not the one that blocked all communications off from Ronald. I'm not the one that beat Ronald up and broke his phone. I'm not the one that made Ronald run out the house to a restaurant where Ronald had to call me just to get a payment and divert it somewhere else. Let's go there. If you want to tell the truth, let's tell the truth. I'm not the one, but I said, oh, I'm gonna do what I got to do to repossess the car, and because he called CPS on Randa, another lie. And when it was you and Angie that called CPS, Sylvia. Even though I got on the internet and said, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm not doing no shit like that. I don't know that lady. I don't fuck with that lady. And as far as I'm concerned, fuck that lady. And I stand on that. Seems a lot y'all don't know. And then let's clear something up. I came over here to your sector because I seen that y'all don't like Sylvia. That's another motherfucking lie. I came over to the Nesto sector because I was invited over here. I didn't give a fuck about no fucking liar. I mean, I didn't give a fuck about no fucking Sylvia. I never did. When the feds came and got me about their lies, but Sylvia was backdooring me, and they came and got my computer and gave it back to me a month later, the same computer that I'm on now, since people want to go lie and push it out there, she the one that came to my house and sat there in the rain. I told her I was cool. Oh, no, I want to make sure you're okay. Then she took me to Burger King after that. So, Randa, where's the fucking lie? Sylvia lied to the judge. I told the truth, and the judge threw that shit out. At the end of the day, I sat here. At the end of the day, I sat here and I listened to all that. And you can say whatever you want, bro. And you can say what you want. Yo, when do you want to fight me, though? When do you want to meet me? And this time, can't nobody save you, yo.
I'm on pretrial service. I can't leave the state of
Nigga,
Illinois.
you on pretrial and for stalking. And you on pretrial for stalking a motherfucking person in your case, nigga. And the only reason why I won't come to your house is because I don't want to. Listen. And the only reason why I don't want to come to your house, or should I say Sarah Remy, old ass, dirty ass house, it's not because I'm scared. It's because you. Listen. You in an apartment building with purple doors. You will go and try to pick me out of a lineup and say I'm trying to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but you the one
just
that
like
got
you lied and said a nigga.
You the one that got me in the police report.
And you got me in federal paperwork.
You got me in the police report.
Okay, watch this.
Police report. When you wear skirts, do you shave your legs?
Watch this.
When you wear skirts, do you shave your legs?
So when Sarah Remy keep calling me on the sideline about your bitch ass, matter of fact, do you shave your wig? Listen. When you get $50 a month from your mother because of your mental disability, bitch, do you wear a wig?
When you wear dresses?
Listen.
I can't leave the state. You can, and you still talking.
Listen.
Get on the plane.
Listen. Let's keep this shit in the street. Let's keep this shit in the street.
Get on the plane and get off in the street.
Don't go to the police and call me out of lineup, all right?
Get on the plane and get off in the street.
All right. Yo.
Get on the plane and get off in the street.
Yo, hold on.
Because if I can get on the plane, I get on the plane. I can't leave the state. That's against my conditions. Why don't you get on the plane?
Nigga, every time you claim to get on the plane and come to Atlanta, you was a no-show, nnigga.
Hey,
you was a no-show.
Make me a believer.
You right.
When the last time you was in Chicago? When the last time you was in Chicago?
3 weeks ago. When the last time you was in Chicago?
Yesterday.
When the last time your bitch ass was in Chicago?
Nigga, I live 27 miles from Chicago.
Nigga, you stay in Bolingbrook, nigga. Nigga, you scared to come to Chicago.
Can you afford to live in Bolingbrook? Can you afford to live in Bolingbrook?
I bet I can. I don't gotta live off a white bitch. You do. I don't gotta live
on your apartment building. Why your apartment
building? You got old ass mopeds on your shit, and my apartment doors ain't purple. And my apartment doors ain't purple. And see how much you try to use a stalking device and to try to track somebody and you don't have the truth?
Now I'm using a device.
Now, nigga, I'm gonna take that same dildo you play with and I'm gonna shove it down your throat, bitch. I'm gonna tell you like that. The same dildo you play with, but you put my son head on, I'm gonna shove it down your throat. Yes, man. Yes, man.
How you feel putting somebody's mama in jail?
Yes, man.
How you feel putting somebody's mama in jail?
Listen.
That made you tough?
Listen.
How you feel sending a single citizen to jail? That made you tough?
No, but how you feel lying on a real vice lord, but had him put in jail?
How did you come up with this make-believe shit? How you make this up in your head? You believe
nigga, it's facts, nigga. It ain't no make-believe nothing.
Where's the facts?
Are you set out there and a nigga shot at you and you was in the making? Ain't nobody shoot at you, nigga. You told the police, I am willing to testify.
You know everything about me and don't even know me. You went and found
listen.
You went and
Listen.
found 15 young black men.
Listen,
Hey,
Miss
that have
Christopher
nothing to do
Gunn.
with me, and
Miss
exploited it
Christopher
on
Gunn.
YouTube for views.
Miss Christopher
You took
Gunn.
15 black people.
I'm not trying to
that's been
argue with you,
federally
ma'am.
charged and
I'll
exploited
see
their
you
case
soon, okay?
for YouTube views.
I'll see you
For
soon,
YouTube
okay?
views. I would
Miss
slap your
Christopher
eye
Gunn.
straight. I would slap your
Miss
eye
Christopher
straight.
Gunn, please do.
Again,
Please do.
when you wear
Please
dresses,
do.
you
I
shave
promise
your
you.
legs? When you wear
Listen,
dresses, do you shave your legs?
Miss Christopher
When
Gunn.
you put on the skirt,
Miss
do you
Christopher
shave your
Gunn.
legs?
And when I see
Put on
you,
the skirt.
make sure you
Do
have that
shave
same
your
energy,
legs?
okay? I'm
Hey,
out.
Hey,
I'm out.
Hey,
Hey, now,
when
look,
you put
better
on the
yet,
skirt, do you
can you
shave
mute
your
him?
legs? Yes or no?
Hold
When you
Now,
put
on.
on the
can you
skirt,
mute
do
him?
you shave your legs?
And
Hold
because I
on.
didn't disrupt nobody else.
Hold on one
So
second,
can you mute this
Deboski.
bitch?
Hang on. Let's be
Mute me then. Mute me. Go ahead
So
and
can
let
you
the
mute this
host talk.
bitch?
okay.
So I
Hold
can talk.
on. Hold on. Okay, you had something to say, Dana?
So like I was saying, because this is about me, since everybody want to come up here and lie, let's speak facts. At the end of the day, nobody worried about none of them. But since now all of a sudden, and because I handled it the legal way, now I'm wrong. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. Listen, a crime was committed, right? And when they said, when I showed my guns after they threatened to run in my house, and I put my gun on live back then, and I said, when you come, make sure you come. I put a bullet round. I put a 225 up there. And them niggas got scared. Oh, go to the police, go to the police. Nigga, I'm not the one that sat there with a prop gun and pointed it to my head like I'm going to kill myself on live. This nigga did that. I'm not the one that sat there and said, I'm going to storm for the AUSA office. This nigga did that.
And you
But you know what I'm going to say? But you know what I'm going to say is this right here. All dogs don't go to heaven, but all dogs do got their day. The next time me and this dude cross each other, there's no talking.
You can just bury a mud.
There's no talking.
You a mud.
Hey, Nala,
can you bury a mud in the backyard?
Nala.
Okay, so listen. All right, here's what
this is what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do, okay?
Okay, so okay, here's what we're doing here. Yeah, thank you. Bye. So yeah, I really wanted to talk about the case, but
So once again, like I said, when motherfuckers really don't want you to speak your piece, one thing about me, I'm not running from nobody. I jumps wherever a nigga wants smoke at, right? So cool. Since Nala want to play shit boy games with a motherfucker and think this shit sweet, let's go there. Since everybody was talking about, oh, Dana did this, Dana did that. Okay. Well, let's go there. Let's see what Dana did do versus what Dana didn't do. Okay? Okay? Let's see about it. Let's see about it. Hold on. I'm live. I'll call you back. So, since motherfuckers don't really want the truth, let's put it out there. Let's start here first. When them niggas start threatening me, right? When they start threatening me, you're right. I put my gun up there. And I told them niggas. Oh, wrong one. And I told them niggas, when you come playing with me, you better know what you're doing. Because if not, this is what you're going to suffer. And all them niggas ran. They got police reports and all this other stuff. And I was wrong. And I shouldn't have did this. And I shouldn't have did that. And I'm threatening people, kids. Yo, I haven't threatened nobody's child. Nobody. But after they said they was going to do what they did to me, and I put the gun up there, this is what Randa said. Right, DJ? We fear for our kids. Wait a minute, huh? So now they trying to make it flip and seem like I'm the wrong one. No. Like I said, I got everything. All of this shit was because they wanted to scam off of Rob, and they took it too far, and they went to my personal life. And coming to my personal life, you got invited. So then she say, I even have the video of him and those 10 ladies threatening me. It wasn't no 10 ladies threatening you. See how people lie? It was only 1, 2, 3. It was only 4 people. And ain't nobody threatened her. They told what the fact was. But wait a minute. So after y'all tried to press me, after y'all tried to threaten me, after y'all claimed to run in my house, and I showed y'all what I'm working with, now you fear for your life? But all this I'm showing is old, and I stood in front of a judge about this. And it haven't happened again since then, right? You know what I mean? So she even called the FBI after that. The FBI looked at her and laughed. And the whole thing is she putting, that's what they doing, right? Laughing my ass off. So pretty much she's trying to put out there a narrative, trying to say we doing something to her when she's doing it to us, her and her crew. And when I told folks it was a network, it was a network. Now let's talk about the charges. The charges, and the charges, they said I was including people, right? Okay. Well, didn't you put this up there, Dabosi? Wait a minute. Then you said, I told another content creator, God rest Big Keith's soul. You said, I told another content creator where to meet me, and I showed where I was at, and across the street is a police station. No, fool. Where I told Keith that I was at, across the street on this side is Checkers. This side, Family Dollar. Where I was standing at was Krispy Kreme. And then across is CVS. No, I'm sorry, Walgreens. So where did you get, I was at a police station at, fool? The problem was when you had Sylvia track the tracker, when I was inside the police station, it went off in my hand. The detective dismantled it. 12 minutes after that, you posted a location on your social media, fool. That's why you got put into it. Because somebody hit me and said, Dana, they tracking you. And I'm sitting in front of the detective and I showed him what was put up there. He said, yeah. That comes from the tracker. See, it's so much that you don't know. But you try to jump in something and y'all lying and scrambling, trying to make things fit that don't fit. Whenever I was wrong, I stood on my own too. But now y'all trying to cover up and for your mistress information. The same woman that doxed Angelo, and a month later, Angelo car was blown up because the address was given by Sylvia. The same one who gave my address out the same time. The same one who did some other stuff, Daboski, that you're linked to, dummy. See, I'm not going to reveal everything I got. And what y'all trying to do is muddy the water and try to make it seem like, oh no, there's some internet stuff back and forth. No, it's not. No, it's not. See how the games play? No, it's not. Because the same email that was sent to you, Deboski, the same email that was sent to me 3 months before it was sent to you. And for y'all dumbasses, what I wanted was a RICO on all of y'all. They ain't give it to me. Because they said this would have been way too much. I ain't care. But that's all I'm going to say. The question is, what else do I have that I haven't revealed? And I'm glad Randa got on there and talked. Because she said she sent the DA some stuff. Pause. You sent the district attorney something? Really? You sure? You positive? You sure? D. Johnson, you know what it is. To my team. Man, I don't know what happened to Colorado, man. But you sure, Randa, you sent the DA stuff? So much I want to say, but so much I'm not going to say. But I thank you for saying that all that you said. I thank you for throwing your lapdog sis under the bus yet again. I thank you. Because once again, I never knew about a tracker on the Altima. And I never knew about a tracker on a 200 until Dennis told me. But I also never knew that y'all recorded Dennis so much that when Dennis came out to speak against the lapdog, and to speak against your sis, you came out along with your sis and threatened Dennis and said that you will release every recording that you had on him. So when you jump on Nala's page and I act like you ain't never have nothing to do with this, you just an innocent person. Dana J just messed with people all along. That's a lie. You and Sylvia have doxed just about everybody on the internet that y'all don't like. Secretly and publicly. That's why Lowdown and Passionately Gangster had to serve you paperwork, and you was telling me, oh no, I don't want them to know I got the paperwork. See how shit start to come back. And then you go in there and say, he said I got gang rape in Afghanistan. Check this out. If you went into the military at 18, you have to put in at least 20 to retire. You was retired back in 2019, which means you didn't do a full 20. Anytime you get out early or get an early discharge, one of multiple things have happened. Mental, like you told me. You could have got a dishonorable discharge. Or you could have got hurt, which they call the PUP, the physically unable to perform list. We all know it wasn't a PUP because the way you talk about, oh, I can work out and I can run, I can do this. So that means that it was mental. But you the one that told me that you got gang raped in Afghanistan, not me. I didn't make it up. Just like you told everybody that you got a hysterectomy, a full hysterectomy. And I was still fighting for you, telling people, oh, she got a full hysterectomy, she can still have a baby. And they was like, Dana, no, you can't. I didn't know. But you tell everybody the bullshit, but don't tell everybody the real shit. Because when you and Tasha was talking and you said, oh, you got your breast reduction done too. Because she said she got hers done. See how these conversations spiral? And then you talking about, I put your head on top of different things and put them on your page. No, your brother Sidney Hand did it, AKA Sidbo. And you seen the name. I purposely showed the name. Who did it? But see, you want to make me to look like a villain, so you will excuse everybody else's bullshit. So when you go to Nala and lie to Nala and talk about, oh, Dana said this and this and this, I have the same audio that you sent to the prosecutor. Now watch this. This is how they lied to the federal prosecutors. That audio that Daboski tried to show was 2018. When Randa and Sylvia was scared of Daboski. And I said, I'll blow his motherfucking head off. Ain't nobody running from that nigga. That's when Daboski pulled Sylvia credit report. Let's keep it a buck. And Randa got scared, like, how did he get your credit report? Oh my God, he's a stalker. But if I didn't record it, wouldn't nobody believe me, would they? It's audios I got loaded that I just forgot about, actually. So while Randa played all the audios that she recorded when I put the phone down and I was talking on another phone and she was recording everything. Good. You did what you were supposed to do. You came in, you tried to destroy everything for R. Kelly. I get it. You wanted your sis to be the front runner because all of y'all was scam likely in R. Kelly. I get it. And you thought that you was going to be the next girlfriend for R. Kelly. That's why y'all had Sylvia send the pictures into R. Kelly of you. But he said, nope. Not my type. Let's keep this a buck. So you jumps on Nala page, right? And Nala even said, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. And she let you and Daboski rumble on and talk shit about me. I go up there to defend myself, and it's a problem. One thing about it, even though I know I'm not liked in certain places, I'ma still respect your house. And when I found myself about to get disrespectful, I got the fuck off. Because that's still a woman. And I'm not going to disrespect her because of her ignorance. She's part of the Scam Likely crew. That's who their new recruit is. I get it. I can't get mad at that. But I'm going to give you a darker side to this. Nala was not thinking about talking about this case until Wisdom's daughter came out and said what she said and reported on the case. So therefore, they went back and put a battery in Nala back so that way she can jump out there and report, hoping that it's going to be a beef between her and Wisdom's daughter. But no. Ain't none of that going on. Wisdom's daughter's going to report the truth. And when you know who's behind shit, you don't worry about shit. So at the end of the day, y'all can try to muddy the water and say, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. But wait, did I commit a crime? And when y'all thought I committed a crime, y'all took me to court and it was thrown out. So now, when a rabbit got the gun, all of y'all skating around. And like I said on Nala page, this is just the beginning. See, when people talk about, oh no, I wanted to sue him, but I said he was broke. You think I'm broke, right? You need to lawyer up. That's what I'm telling you. You need to lawyer up. I don't know why this keeps happening. And you need to lawyer up. Because all the lies and, oh no, he talked about my daughter. Ain't nobody talk about your daughter. Or should I say your brother's daughter? Ain't nobody talk about him or her. That baby innocent. I just know now that you can't have a full hysterectomy and then have a baby. I just know for a fact that I don't give a fuck what the internet believe. I'm not trying to prove to the internet and make them believe that I had a baby. Who does that? You know what I mean? Who does that? And especially when your folks is coming and tell me everything that you did piece by piece. Block by block. So it's cool how y'all try to muddy the water and make it seem like I'm wrong. No. Everything I did on the internet, I stood in front of 2 judges. 2. Y'all get scared to go in front of 1. Then you got a retarded ass dummy that proclaimed to be so tough. He vice lord, but snitched on the vice lords. And then when I said it, ran down to the police department. I mean, hauled ass to the police department. You feel me? So when I tell you they pass my job information and all that, look. You forgot about that, Randa, didn't you? When all of y'all called my job, you should play it live. You calling his job, let us see it. Y'all forgot about that, right? Daboski, you just sat there and said you ain't say nothing like that, right? But ain't this you? 1K on Bozo, y'all, I promise. So when I talk facts, I talk facts. When I speak, I speak. Make sure you got that 1K. Hold on. And then somebody said, wait a minute, Dana, you said 3K. So 1 plus 3 equals 4, right? Let's see what I can grab. Because some make you dumb, so you don't need none, right? Hold on. Hold on, because I'm going to show you some stuff real quick that nobody haven't seen in a good while. So, you remember this, DeBoski? People die on live all the time. Ain't that's when you was threatening Trent and you was scared to show up? But you put out there that Trent and me was beefing. Mm. Yo, it's just so much that I can show you. You remember this? I ain't show y'all where I lived at. But that Ultima, now that I think about it, the only way you can get stuff like that is if you was tracking. And remember this? You live in Bolingbrook, so how did you get that? And you ain't Google it. Oh man. Wait. You forgot about this, right? Rent $1,295. The house was $131,734. Remember, he's a roommate. Ooh. And I ain't even live there. You remember that? You remember all this, right? You remember all that, right? The revenge porn shit. You remember all this, right? Somebody I was dealing with at one time. Oh, you remember all that, right? And you can't say it wasn't you, because ain't this you? I get it. I get it. You do nothing wrong. You was the nice guy. Watch this. Send me the link. I have the video with him showing the round threatening people. So, somebody made a suggestion, right? Somebody made a suggestion when they said, you don't get to shoot me. And then when I shoot back, you go say that you the victim. You know what I mean? So you don't get to shoot me and then play victim when I return the fire. Because nobody played the victim. See, I'm just showing things, right? I'm just showing things until I get to what I want to see. You should play it live. You calling his job. Let us see it. Wow. And see, that's the 1K. Okay. I'll minimize that. That's the 1K. Let me see what this say. Like I said, it's going to be us versus them. And thank you, Sylvia, for giving Sharon Wimbush my recording. Like I said, behind the scenes shit. If you rock with the Bolsky and Tyson, y'all are the enemy flat out. Sharon Wimbush said, Christopher Gunn Dabolsky said what he truly thinks of R. Kelly. Now storms MCC with threats. He wants harm to come to Rob. He is the enemy. Anyone who follows him, supports him, is enemy of R. Kelly. Thanks, Sylvia, for giving me this recording. Which only proves that she disseminates information behind the scenes. But Dabolsky, you said I put your house up, right? But didn't you put mine up first? See, when you go to Nala and these other motherfuckers, make sure you tell the truth. Because if I did it, I tell you I did it. Shout out to my old homie, Atmos, that sent me this. I'm not going to tell you the conversation after that, but we both said, we dare you. So you have to realize, brother, you got yourself into some shit that you can't get out of. And see, and y'all whole goal was to see me get locked up. You know what I mean? Y'all wanted to see me get locked up so bad. You see it? You posted my addresses on many places of where you thought I lived. But my sister lived there. And her husband was like, I wish they would. That's why I laugh at certain things. Let me close these windows as I'm showing them again. Because while Nala's believe in everything y'all say because she hate me for whatever reason, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not worried about nobody liking me. Just speak facts. If I did something to you, tell me I did something to you. Because if I did something to you, it's because you did something to me first. And I returned the favor after turning the cheek a couple times. I ain't turning the cheek no more. So when I come back with aggression, y'all want to cry victim and make it seem like I'm wrong. Now, look at this. Jumping on pages, streaming my address, everything. Repeatedly. Revenge porn stuff. I mean, listen. I'm about to have a field day with y'all. I'm about to have a field day. And what I mean by that is y'all sitting up here trying to scram and trying to get out of shit and trying to send in shit that I stood in front of a judge about. And I wasn't found guilty, nor was I found not guilty. The judge just threw it out and said, get out of here. Y'all leave each other alone. But no, but y'all couldn't leave me alone, though. Y'all couldn't leave me alone. So now when the rabbit got the gun, all of y'all get mad. All of y'all run to the hills. All of y'all team up. All of y'all lie. So what you need to realize is that recording, that recording, that wasn't even during the time of when Daboski got arrested. But the feds was going to know about that. The feds going to know about all that. So I guess I'm wrong too, right? So when you and Randa colluded to try to have me locked up for me taking up for Randa and Sylvia years before this happened, right? Y'all thought I was going to let that get away? No. Why are Muppet Babies the thumbnail? Because it's the Muppet Babies that's talking. That's why. Any other questions? See, the thing is that you don't get to play the boogeyman and then think people just supposed to shut up. No, I'm gonna show you how to destroy the boogeyman. He talking about, come to my house. Come to my house. So you can do me like you did Mr. Fennell and start pointing out shit out of a lineup. Nah, man, you ain't gonna get me like that. You ain't gonna get me like that. That nigga went down there and told them folks, listen, Mr. Fennell shot up my house and my kids was in the car. Really? 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 I just wanted y'all to hear that lie, though. You know, but I had to hear the lie, and I'm glad that I got that part recorded because I will be sending that over too. Oh, okay. Okay. Rogue said, I stumbled into here, so I have no clue what's going on. Is this personal drama? Kind of, sort of. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. 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 So my thing is, man, that part might have said it the best. Might have said it the best. That's all it is. Might have said it the best. So it's so much that I can show, but I'm not going to show it because we have a court case. You know what I mean? We got open court case. I ain't going to show it. You know what I mean? People, lawyers are always sick. Always got something going on. I'm ready to get the case on the road. I'm ready to get it started. I'm ready to get it cracking. But see, people think that they can overload the court. That'll make the court say, oh, no, we don't want to deal with this. Nah, it don't go that way. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah. There's so much that I have that I can show, but, you know, I invite y'all to come to court, man. Come to court on the court days and you'll get to see. See for yourself. Since I put people, kids up there and this, and I just jump out there for no reason and do this and do that. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. But okay. If that's the narrative that's out there, then hey. But I won't let that narrative sit out there. Because you ain't going to lie on me and think I'm just going to let a narrative sit out there that can destroy me. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Especially from a universal drunk. That's not going to happen. So it is what it is. You don't get that right to lie on me and I can't defend myself. Simple as that. So now they trying to say, so now she's saying, I'm stalking her. Wow. Jesus Christ. But like I said, I see who's behind this. And the whole part is Wisdom's daughter is reporting facts because she's there. That's all this is about. That's all this is about. So on that note, I'm up out of here. Y'all be blessed. And I'm gone. One.
Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul feels just like fire shut up in me.
I must answer this. Lady Libra, you said, Dana, you know there's a court case. Why do you keep responding to stupidness? That's why the court think it's tit for tat. No, the court don't think it's tit for tat. What the court is saying is that they put out a narrative to combat my narrative. And because it's coming from all different parts of her people, it seemed credible, but it's not. Anywho, I cannot let nobody demeanor or defame my name on the internet, and I can't respond to it. You know what I mean? I have to respond to certain things because I'm a content creator. And a lot of people don't know, but a lot of rooms open up just by relationships. And if you don't respond to some of the negative stuff that can hurt your relationship and with certain people, then they're going to think you like that. So I have to respond to certain things. And especially when you got somebody who don't know what's going on, but they trying to report on it and make it seem like it's my fault when it's a one-sided situation. No, it's not. So I will not let Nala put a narrative out there on me. I will not let anybody put a narrative out there on me that's not true. And like I said, Levi called them terrorists. I'm just calling them Antifa. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah, simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain, follow me. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain, follow me.
Oh, yeah. Let me say it again. Out of all I've been through, I'm still here. Said I've been lied on, mistreated, talked about and abused, but I'm still here. Many days I thought I was gonna lose my mind, but I'm still by the grace. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. Lost a lot of people and lost a lot of things, but I'm still here. Somebody can testify and tell somebody. Many people turned their back on me and walked away, but I'm still here. Oh, Jesus, can I be honest today? Life ain't really been easy, but God's been good, and that's why I'm still here. Oh, yeah. It's by the grace. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I'm still It's by the grace. Can I get milk with it? I'm still Said I know that I'm still. Said I know that I'm still. Woo! Every now and then, when I look back over my life,